Welcome to the Collector Chatter podcast. I'm Miguel, your host, here with my co-host Charlie. And in today's section, we're going to talk about the Funko rumors that recently happened in the last week or so.
And everyone, please make sure you smash that like button, comment, and subscribe. All right, now let's chat rumors.
All right, so now we're going to talk about the rumors that recently happened in this next segment. We have a few different rumors. We want to kind of just run through them for you guys. Some stuff that we were very excited about. This is stuff that obviously probably will be coming out, but it's just kind of topics that, like, things that we really like. One of them right off the bat, I mean, I'm surprised this hasn't already been made, especially because of the amount of Disney pops that they make when it comes to Disney World and Disneyland stuff. And it's the Walt and Mickey statue of them two, and he's holding his hand in front of Cinderella's castle, essentially in Disney World. So that looks pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised they don't make this already.
Me too. And they keep making awesome parks ones. And this is obviously this be probably part of the 50th anniversary line. And it's funny because I missed out on the Walt Disney Pop. It's like probably one of my grails that was part of like the Disneyland castle. They made one with Walt and then made one with Mickey. I only got the one with Mickey. I know a lot of people are like, I never want to see them make a Walt Pop again. This is different, but I just think this is awesome. And I do think this will become like a Disney Parks grail.
Yeah. Now, do you think, because we don't have a picture or anything, it was just essentially like, this is going to be coming out. Do you think they're going to make it look like the statue, or it's like bronzed up, whatever, like the statue's type, or you think it's going to be like a pop of him and a pop of Mickey, essentially kind of like holding hands? Is it going to be like it's a moment? So funny.
I assumed it would look like the statue, and it would be like a moment.
It's got to look like Funko Pop, though. It can't literally just be a statue,
I do. I do think it'll look like a Funko Pop. It's funny. I didn't even think of that. I think it'll be to scale, and they'll put it in. It definitely won't be in a normal Funko Pop box, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm assuming it'll be like a deluxe type of thing or something.
Which maybe kind of like if any of you are familiar with when they've come out with like the teacup ride pops, like it's a little bit bigger. Maybe it'll live in one like that. Or do they make this like a 10-inch pop with the size of the castle? Like it could be that. Like, and I'm happy you brought that up because I didn't really think about it. I was just so excited about it, but I don't know what this will look like now that you say that.
yeah, but it'd be pretty cool to see. I mean, again, this is just like a rumor because we follow different pages that kind of say these things, but it'll be exciting to see what it actually looks like, and if it does come true, like getting that pop out and see what to do with it. But definitely something I think makes total sense and very excited for in terms of one of the top rumors that I saw. What's something that kind of caught your eye?
Something that caught my eye was we've talked about it before, but another Michael Jackson Funko Pop. They said it's going to be a diamond edition, and they're saying it'll be a store exclusive. Seems like we're getting like, obviously Michael Jackson is one of our favorite artists of all time, our personal grails, and they're finally coming back. We've said this before, but Michael Jackson Pops are coming, and I feel like we're getting a bunch of them. We're going to get diamond editions, like they said. We're probably going to get a glitter edition. Like, it's just going to be all, but I mean, I'm all about it. I'm pumped for that.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, it's something I'm going to try to probably get anyways. I could see, the diamond edition being tied to his Billie Jean outfit with the black and the white glove. Like that would make sense. To me, they don't necessarily have to do a diamond of any other one. I think that's probably the one that needs to be made if they did make a diamond. So yeah, cool. I'm excited.
Which is Hot Topic normally have diamond edition. Now that I'm
Hot Topic is like always all about the diamond. So
I'm assuming
I think they're like the one. I think if anything, besides maybe Funko Shop, like I know the Selena, I think there was one that came out on Funko Shop, but most of the time, it's Hot Topic that usually does these. So it could totally fit into a Hot Topic anyways. They sell a lot of music and things as well, music artists and stuff. So that's definitely a cool one. We had some sodas that were also rumored, Wallace and Gromit, which is pretty cool. That's an awesome, what is it, like claymation, I guess, essentially.
And that will look really nice. Like that will lend well to soda.
Yeah, I think it'll totally like lend perfect to soda. Actually, that I don't think that's what they're doing, but I think having one of those be the common, the other one Chase would actually be kind of cool. Like that.
I
That'd
completely
be
agree.
awesome. So
I knew the moment you said that, I knew that's what you were gonna say, and I agree. Like that's, but hey, I feel like I'm now known as the person who complains about that stuff
yeah.
because that is what it should. It
Well,
just is what it should be.
Because like I feel like that's not what they're gonna do. It's gonna be two separate ones, which is fine. But like I just feel like the chase of these is gonna be something so lazy. I just see it being like
It'll be a
literally
different
this,
emotion. Like
literally a
yeah,
different. Exactly. That's probably what they're gonna do.
yeah,
But it's cool to get these. I mean, it's something you probably don't see all the time. I know when the pops came out, it was a pretty cool thing. So seeing them in soda would be pretty
yeah.
cool. It's definitely something that's exciting in
Uh,
terms of that.
Another pop that was rumored, which I know it's coming. We did get a shot of it, but it hasn't been officially announced. Is the Lucas pop from Stranger Things season 4 of him being on the basketball team, and he's got like his new like
Yeah.
hairstyle. I think that one just looks kind of cool, and I'm just excited because that's clearly for if you're a Stranger Things fan, everyone who's listening, if you saw the new trailer, like I think he's going to become like popular, and it's going to change the
Yeah.
dynamic of him and his friends. So I thought that one looked pretty cool.
It's very interesting too, because like I always thought like the fact that these were getting the fact that these things like took so long, well, the show itself took so long to come back,
Yeah,
and then we knew they were going to be growing up, and now like seeing them like as like teenagers and
it's
they're like
weird.
kind of awkward and they're like, yeah, it's interesting to see the trailer. So like getting them in pops is awesome. I obviously have like a ton of the Stranger Thing lines, so like it's definitely a cool one for sure. Another one that I thought was pretty cool is like the comic cover line is definitely growing. I don't know if I love this or I hate this, but I think now I could say like they're gonna really spit out a ton of these. And we had a Bane one that was announced for a comic cover, and then there
Yeah,
was also like a little crossover one of the TMNT and Power Rangers
I'm excited
cover,
for that. I think that's
which
cool.
that's cool. But like, what pop do they do for that?
Well, yeah, I
There's
agree.
so many people on that cover, and who is like, like
A
we talked
prominent
about
one.
the
Yep,
end game one, right?
yep.
Obviously, Captain America. All right, cool. He's in the front of the poster. Who's the one that they use for this, or do they do two maybe?
I
Because the
feel like you
comic
could do
covers,
two,
I don't know.
but I agree. But as someone who's talked about how big of a fan I am of this line, it's now getting, as you said, kind of too big. And I really liked when it was like, this is the first appearance of a
Yeah,
character of like the OG comics, not like, okay, here's the first appearance of a character in a new run. Like, I think it should have stuck to that. Like, as much as we talked about how much I loved that Venom one, that it was just a
yeah,
comic cover of a 6-part series. And like, the more I think about it, I don't like that they're doing that.
yeah. It's gonna eventually get too out of hand, in my opinion. And I guess I don't want to like completely downplay it in the sense of like it's still like we've said this before. It's one of those lines that we feel like even before we got more of these drops, that is a line that you can pick and choose. So I
Yep.
guess I get that because they're trying to get all different types of fans to it. So like you don't necessarily need to be a comic cover collector. You could just be a
A
fan
Venom.
of Bane and
Yep.
Venom, and like you just get those, which is cool. So I understand that part, but I guess like us being more completionists and being people that like, multiple versions of a line, it's
Yeah.
getting obviously a little bit too much for us, but power to them. They look cool. They do. I like the concept of them, and they usually do a really good job of like the pop and like how it, matches into the
They do.
cover.
They're awesome. They're all awesome.
Yeah.
Another cool rumor that I thought like intrigued me was Parappa the Rapper, the PlayStation video game. Um I just think that's so random. But I kind of like when they make like I feel like it's cool if they go back and like just make some classic video game Funko Pops that, when that was a thing, Funko wasn't, is what it is today. So
Yeah.
like I like that, and I'm assuming they'll continue to do more. And it makes me wonder, like, do the video game lines do well? Which I'm assuming they probably do.
Yeah, they probably do. And I think like a lot of these, they're pretty popular usually most of the time. And like,
Yeah.
they can sell them at GameStop and places like that because they know like, that's where their
Yep. Their
audience
demographic.
is.
Yep.
So like I could like seeing some of these some old cartoons. Like when you said that, I don't know why, because it's not really connected to it, but I thought immediately they need to make like a Paperboy like pop, or
dude, I would be all about if they
something
made,
like that, right? Like there's
yeah.
so many of these like off, games that you don't really think of that aren't huge major franchises, but like that could totally be
They're
like a cool
missing out. There should be
nostalgic.
a retro video game line. You heard it here first.
Yes,
There should be that.
that's not like 8-bit. Don't make
Yes.
8-bit pops
No,
of it.
yeah.
Just make an actual
Yes.
thing of it. Yeah. That'd totally be cool. I thought this was an hilarious one. We got a rumor that we're gonna get a Borat pop.
Oh yeah.
Which I think is great. Who knows what it's gonna look like or what they're gonna do. That's a line in itself. Like they could obviously make multiple versions of him based off of the movie and even the other movie and just the outfits and just how absurd. I'm assuming they'll probably be more of a standard him in like a gray suit kind of thing.
I agree.
But that's something that they can kind of run with. I think would be pretty funny as long as they keep it kind of PG, I guess.
I'm shocked that we haven't gotten a Borat pop before. So when I saw this rumor, I was like, this is amazing. And I would be happy.
I mean, we have a Sacha Baron Cohen one. We have him in Talladega Nights.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So we at least have him as an actor. So we know that, they can.
I forgot about that.
His version. Yeah, they do the Talladega Nights one, which is actually kind of funny. So they could totally do that. I thought that one was hilarious. So when I saw
me
that,
too. I'm excited for that one. And then like this is a rumor that like we all know was happening, but it's it's starting to like leak. Is we're getting Miss Marvel pops, which is going to be the next Disney Plus show after Moon Knight, and it seems like we're going to do the same thing. It looks, I'm counting here, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 pops that are going to be announced initially, and then we'll probably get like 1 or 2 every other week until the show ends. Which I just, I said earlier on, like, I think that's great. And I'm excited for this line. I think it'll be pretty cool. And I think people right now are going crazy over the OG pop. Like, oh, I have to get that one. But now we're going to have tons of Miss Marvel pops. So
we'll see. We know we're going to get the lines of these shows like all the time. So it's not surprising to see these lists, but at least now we're getting like an idea of how many or who maybe, or like, what kind of versions of these people. But we are definitely getting some cool ones. Another one that we know we get all the time. We got another little rumor. It was actually kind of a blurry glam shot that a few people dropped, and it's another fluffy pop, which we already know Funko loves him, their connection that they have to Gabriel Iglesias, the comedian. But this was a blacklight one, which I thought was kind of interesting. I mean, they already make a bunch of different versions of them. We say it all the time. They haven't expanded the comedian line versus they're just taking 1 or 2 comedians and just keep coming out with different versions of them. So now we got another one of these. It's blacklight.
Will you get this for your collection?
I don't think so. I don't have any of the fluffy pops actually, and it's interesting because like
I meant because of the blacklight.
Yeah, and as a blacklight, I don't know. I don't think so. Honestly.
I think I'm gonna pass. I don't like. Maybe this is like an unpopular opinion. Like I don't like get him. Like
I think he's all right. I think it's like I
have nothing against
funny at
him,
times, but like I wouldn't say he's like amazing. He's a very gimmicky, and he's kind of like I don't know what he is, but Funko like loves him obviously, and they have this crazy contract with him, I'm assuming, and like he obviously loves Funko, so like they have
works, which I like.
Relationship. So
another big
one that was weird.
Another big rumor, which is the next soda cooler of. Did you see this one? Of Freddie.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. That's rumored to be a cooler with the 6
Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, blacklight. I think that's what.
Which I think they always are.
Blacklight. And it's just funny. I will pass on this one. I don't need this at all.
Yeah. This it's funny. It's funny because I completely forgot about this when I was talking about before about the coolers and like how the cooler is going to be so cool and like the next one will be amazing, and like if this is the next one, I don't think that's amazing. But a funny thing about it is, so like I don't know much about this as a game, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, it's a game. It's a mobile
Freddy's game, mobile game. Obviously it was popular, it's a pretty big deal. Funko ran with it. They've been coming out with stuff for a while now. They make a lot of different things besides just standard pops. They have the keychains, minis, a bunch of different plushies and everything. But funny thing about it is, and a lot of people don't know this, especially people who are kind of newer into the Funko game and everything you want to say, is that like they're the original blacklight pops, because they have Find That Freddy blacklight pops before like blacklight was a thing,
right?
Yeah, it was before the Marvel 4 that came out, and then blacklight became a thing and blew up, obviously. And these exist, so like it makes sense that they have these in soda, I guess. The characters look kind of weird, very robotic. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I don't know anything about them. I'm gonna pass on it. I'm sure it'll look cool. It's just another. I don't think they needed to do another blacklight case when they already
No,
had the Ninja Turtles. They could have went with a different one. Again, this is a rumor, so we don't know if it's 100% sure or
no,
when
we
it's
don't.
coming out or if it's even the next one. But it's something that's it's been talked about out
It'll
there.
just be interesting to me because I know this game it is a cultural phenomenon, but like
Mhm.
I don't necessarily know how much it crosses over with like the Funko collector community. But
But they
this
make
is
a
where
lot of different Funko products though,
they,
so it
they
has to be popular.
yeah, you're right. But they make like I feel like they've made action figures when we talk about they don't really make action
Yeah, yeah,
figures. Like they make the plushies. Like they definitely make things geared towards more, I feel like younger children.
yeah, which makes
But
sense.
but
Maybe Soda
the point I'm
isn't
gonna
though.
make here though, yeah, is like this will show where people just get stuff to get it and
Yeah,
then try to flip it and do this and that. Where like to me, like this just doesn't scream as something that will sell because people aren't going nuts over anything else in this line.
yeah,
That's
because
just
a
like
lot of
yeah,
that stuff sat on Funko when they dropped those plushies and all those
yeah, it
things. So
just
like,
sits there.
I don't know. This will be a telltale to for sure to see
Yeah,
what's the deal with the community and these kind of things. We had an ad icon that was pretty cool, Mr. Clean.
yeah,
I
that
think
one's
that's
great.
interesting. That's a cool one to see. You know, it's a big name. People know about it. I wouldn't be surprised if they come out with more of these like product ad icons, like Brawny Man and things like that. Like those kind of lend to like being that one-off obscure like ad icon, not just
Yeah,
like a serial one or something like that.
it's a
So
cool
I thought that was
line.
cool.
I thought that one's cool, and they're clearly crossing over into sodas as well, which I
Mhm.
like. But I thought that was a cool one too.
Yeah,
But
which is exciting. I think that was like
yeah, those were
the
the big
biggest
ones I was gonna
rumors.
say. Nothing.
We keep getting more and more, so we'll always do this small segment for you guys just to kind of touch upon like some of the stuff that we think is pretty cool. Let us know down below for sure because we want to just see like some of your comics, maybe some rumors that you heard about or the ones that we brought up, like one of these, if they really excite you. Are you happy and hoping that they do come out with some of these stuff? But that's just going to be the rumor section for us today.